Hi, everyone. Let's talk about something that always brings up a lot of questions fasting. Some people love it. Some people are curious but nervous about it. And some people tried it once and felt terrible and decided it wasn't for them. And honestly, I understand all three. But fasting can feel incredible when it's done the right way. And when it's done the wrong way, it can feel miserable. And that's usually where the confusion starts. One thing I always like to say is this fasting should feel calm, not like you're white knuckling your way through the day, not shaky, not exhausted, not counting the minutes until you can eat. If fasting feels like suffering, usually it just means your body isn't ready yet. And this is where most people get it wrong. They jump straight into fasting without preparing their body first. When I first started learning about fasting, what fascinated me wasn't just the physical benefits, it was the mental clarity, the simplicity, the feeling of not constantly thinking about food. And honestly, there's also something very grounding about it. When you're not always reacting to hunger signals, you start feeling more in control again. And that only happens when your body is prepared. So let me share three things I always tell people before they start fasting. First, your body needs stability first. If your blood sugar is constantly going up and down, fasting will feel hard. That shaky feeling people describe, that's usually just your body still depending on constant glucose for energy. When your body learns how to access stored energy more easily, fasting starts to feel normal instead of forced. This is why I always recommend starting simple. Stabilize your meals, eat enough protein, reduce constant snacking. You don't start with long fasts, you start with balance. Second, the length matters more than people think. Not everyone should fast the same way. And this is especially important after 40. Women often do better starting with moderate fasting windows. Men can often tolerate slightly longer windows. But here's the truth most people don't hear: longer isn't better, smarter is better. Consistency beats intensity every time. The goal isn't to see how long you can go. The goal is to create a rhythm your body trusts. Third, fasting should always be personal. This is where social media can make things confusing. You see somebody doing a 20-hour fast, someone else doing 24, someone else doing something extreme, and you think maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. But your fasting rhythm should match your age, your stress level, your sleep, your hormones, and your lifestyle. What works for someone else may not be what works for you, and that's okay. Fasting works best when it supports your life, not when it becomes another stressful rule. So, the bottom line: if you want fasting to feel good instead of difficult, focus on three things. Balance first, choose a realistic window, and make it fit your life. When those pieces are in place, something interesting happens. Fasting stops feeling like effort and it starts feeling like relief. Less food decisions, less grazing, more steady energy. And for busy people, that simplicity can be incredibly powerful. So, fasting isn't magic, it's a tool. And when you use it correctly, it becomes one of the simplest ways to support your energy and metabolic health after 40. If you're learning how to make fasting work in real life, not in a perfect world, that's exactly what this channel is about. If this helped, subscribe and tell me in the comments, have you tried fasting before? And if you did it feel easy or difficult? I always love hearing your experiences because it helps me create videos that actually help you. Fasting shouldn't feel like punishment. When done right, it should feel like support.